Hello, this is Holly with Holly's Joys, and today we are going to do some recycled broken glass art. Now, about a year ago, my daughter brought me a 5-gallon bucket or so of broken bits of all different colored glass. The town that she lives in has a glass company, and they sell off the broken bits by the pound. And so she brought it and she said, I know you're into like different stuff, so I don't know what you're going to do with it, but here it is. And so here are some of the things that I've been doing with it. Oh, and also we have a pool, and in the back we've changed this, what they call the sand, the filtration system, and we have used glass instead of sand in it, and which is really beautiful. And so when we took it out, we just dumped it, threw it out into the landscaping, and it just kind of went into the ground and you really can't even see it. So the next time that we ended up changing it, I told my husband I want to keep a couple of buckets of that because it's so pretty. I hate to just waste it. So I have 2 5-gallon buckets full of used bits of sandy glass type stuff from the filtration system of the pool, which I've used. So let's look at it first. This is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see it. I just put it in this bottle so that it's a little easier to handle than a 5-gallon bucket. And when you roll this around, there's little bits of like debris in there from the filter, but that doesn't harm anything. We can always just take that out. And I made this frame. I found this frame that had a mirror in it at a used store. So we're recycling the frame too. And here it is. And I drew on it with marker. It says, I heart us. I love us. And then I used Elmer's glue, and I just glued within where I had drawn. And then I poured this sand over it, this sandy glass stuff. And then I've let it dry. So I am about to dump that off and just hopefully it is all covered. Can you see it? No. Okay, well, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry, I need a cameraman. I need a cameraman. All right, there we go. So there it looks, and I'm gonna get a paper towel. Am I? No, I think I'm gonna use a towel, a regular towel, because it's bigger, and just turn this over. And I've got this little towel laying here, my little kitchen towel. And I'm just going to turn it over onto here and just dump off the loose stuff. And this is going to be a big surprise for me as it is for you. How does it look? It looks amazing. I love it. Do you love it? I love it. I love us. And I think it's super cute. And then on the back, you've got your hanger there. And I'm going to dust it off with a paintbrush just because a few of those pieces got like caught up down in there. And I'm going to also double seal it. So that's just the first layer. And then I'm going to put some sealer glue over the top of that and make sure it stays. Now, the sealer glue is very runny. So I have gone around the edges of this frame and I hot glued a little bead of hot glue around it. And then I went again with Elmer's just to make sure that glue doesn't seep out, or that next layer of sealant doesn't seep out and get underneath that mirror. So let me show you a couple of other projects with the glass, because the glass came in several different forms. And I tumbled some. I didn't tumble it all, but I did tumble some. So we'll start with the non-tumbled. I found these 2 mirrors, which were in a package for 2 at a used store. So this one and this one are identical mirrors. I just drew a heart on this one, and then I put a crab on this one. And it's the same crab, that picture there. It's a coloring page that I used. And the coloring page is under this frame because I took the back off. Of course, this is a mirror, so I drew it on the front. Now, this heart, I have already filled the broken glass into. And I don't know if you can tell, but this glass has not been tumbled. So it is still got little sharp edges and whatnot. It's not super sharp, but I wouldn't stick my hand down in the bucket and play with it because you'll shred up your cuticles. So I am going to seal that. Now I went around the edges of all of these frames as well. You can kind of see just a slight little bead there where I sealed the mirror and that little gap between the mirror and the frame on all of these pictures. I'm going to do the Eiffel Tower because my husband is from a town called Paris, which is kind of, I don't know, we just do a lot of Eiffel Tower stuff because I like it. And see, Eiffel Tower there in the corner by the cat. I just think they're kind of cool. And then this frame has a cross on it, but no, this is a different type of the glass that she brought. This is tumbled, but the pieces were bigger. And if you can see how the edges are kind of rounded, it almost gives it that it's faux sea glass kind of look, which is kind of pretty, I think. And then once this is sealed on, these are all just loose laid. The heart is loose. If I picked it up, it'd just fall off. This is still loose. Also, I sealed it around the frame so that when I go to pour the sealer on the top, then it won't just like pour out onto which, by the way, I have done. That's how I know. And then this one right here is another cross that I'm going to do, and I haven't gotten that far yet. Now I'm working on, I think I've got one more in here. Let me go look. I'm not going to swear to it, but I feel like, but I do have the glass in here. Let me show you the glass. Okay, here's a partial bucket. This isn't the bucket that she brought, but a bucket where I have separated out colors. This is all tumbled. That's all tumbled. And I just dump it out and start going through and picking the pieces that I like. This right here is what I have left of the broken shards that are not tumbled, which I think are really pretty. And these are the bigger pieces of broken shards that aren't really usable for like the heart that I did in there. They're a little bit too big. Now these are small pieces of blue, and I did tumble these. Aren't they really beautiful though? I think they're really pretty. I have not used these on a project yet, but I'm really looking forward to it because they are so pretty. And there are just several different colors of blue in there. There's light and dark and tealish kind of blues. And one more thing, I don't really know what this is. I think it's a broken mirror, but I bought it at a used store. And I think it's really pretty. It's kind of silver. And then these are the little pieces that were tumbled. When I do the crab, I will have to look for these little pointy pieces to really get down into his little feet and claws. So those are the small pieces that I will fill in. Here are the blue, and I normally do blue on the crab just because blue crab, you know. So those are the pieces I'll be looking for in these smaller for the crab. And there's my Elmer's. Yes, love Elmer's glue, so good. And when I'm done, I will take puffy paint and go around it, and it'll be like a faux stained glass. And it'll be really beautiful. So keep watching. We are in process on those, and it'll be a lot faster than a painting because the paintings, I have to like maul on them, chew on them mentally. It seems like for quite a while. Feel inspired to move on it, but eventually I get there. So I appreciate y'all. Have a great day. And remember, you are so much more than you think you are. Risk it. Be happy today. We'll see you later. Bye.